It's the Weather Xtreme video. This is for Wednesday, September 30th. Hey, October begins tomorrow, my favorite month of the year. Interesting weather pattern. We've got a big change to cooler air in here. We've got a developing hurricane in the Atlantic, just all kind of things to talk about. So let's go in there and dive in. This is where we stand today. We have an upper trough passing through the region. For that reason, we'll maintain the chance of scattered showers and storms. And the polar jet dipping north, and we've got some really chilly air up around the Great Lakes. In fact, they're below freezing in parts of Minnesota, Wisconsin, and upper Michigan this morning. We have frost and freeze warnings in effect up there. Down this way, a dense fog advisory for some of the eastern counties, including places like Montgomery, Ashland, Lineville, Alexander City. That'll burn off soon. And up in the Northeast, flash flood watches in effect. And, of course, we have a lot of nervous people from North Carolina north watching this tropical system. There's the convective outlook today. Marginal severe weather risk on the Colorado-New Mexico border. We could see some thunder here, much like yesterday, but organized severe weather not expected. And tomorrow, again, no big severe weather problems expected. But goodness, look at the QPF chart. Wow. And, of course, there's uncertainty anytime a tropical system is involved. But even if this tropical system doesn't come ashore, we're still going to see big rains from about Myrtle Beach north through the coast of Maine. Here's a Google Earth perspective of that. You see a 10-inch bullseye around the mouth of Chesapeake Bay. And needless to say, we're going to be looking at potential for flooding, beach erosion, just all kind of issues. And, you know, with all the rain they're getting now, with the soggy ground, and if by chance a hurricane does come in there, that could enhance the timber damage. But here's a look at the tropics. Joaquin, obviously, is the big story. You know, that system east of Joaquin, that's kind of like the ghost of Ida. And that thing might try and get its act together. In fact, the guys at NHC bring that up, I think, to a 60% chance of developing as it drifts towards the northwest in coming days. But obviously the focus is on Joaquin. This thing is almost a hurricane, very well organized. It has been hanging in there like a hair in a biscuit, despite this wind shear. Estimated winds are at 70 miles an hour. In fact, that's measured from reconnaissance data yesterday. And obviously, the forecast is still a very big challenge. Here's a look at the spaghetti plots. Some of the models push it into the middle Atlantic coast. Some don't. GFS ensemble. The mean, again, it's the black line with the black squares, and that mean brings it up toward the tidewater over the weekend. But just for the fun of it, thought show you the European. This is Sunday at 1 o'clock. It keeps the thing far offshore. And then Monday, it pushes it out to sea without even getting close to the United States. So there's great model madness. And I thought this line off the discussion from NHC is very astute. It's very wise to communicate uncertainty. And I think that speaks it very well. Here's what they've got out early this morning. They've got this thing taking a hard right, moving north, and then they're moving it closer to the coast late in the weekend. And as next week begins at 2 a.m. Monday, but they don't push it inland. But with the cone there, of course, they've got the cone over now the middle Atlantic coast region. This will change in coming days, so just be aware of that. And its effect on Alabama remains to be seen. Obviously, it's going to enhance a northerly flow. The one thing we'll promise is going to be much cooler in coming days after today. The question is moisture for East Alabama, as you'll see. So let's dive in there and take a look at this thing. Here's the GFS, the 06Z run, valid today at 1 o'clock local time. There's your trough coming through. And today will be, like yesterday. We'll have scattered showers and storms around this afternoon and this evening. Chance of any one spot getting wet in the 20 to 30% bracket, and we should reach the low 80s today. The statistical average high today is 80. Tomorrow, the 1st of October. Just kind of feels nice saying that. And again, you can see a moisture pool that is lingering with that easterly flow kind of on the eastern side of the state. So I think it is a wise thing to hang on to a chance of scattered showers, maybe some light rain over the eastern half of the state from Birmingham east. The sky cloudy at times, much cooler low 70s tomorrow. And Joaquin is down there around the Bahamas. And then Friday, really the same thing. Joaquin not, beginning to make the north turn. And for our state, moisture lingers over East Alabama. So Birmingham, Anniston, Gadsden, Alex City, mostly cloudy with a chance of some light rain or a few showers. And the latest data suggesting we won't get out of the 60s. Both the NAM and the GFS are in the upper 60s on Friday. That'll be a different feel. And again, those numbers are 10 degrees below average. Now, this is Saturday, and this looks mostly dry as the weekend begins, and we've got a dry forecast. But again, there's a little uncertainty for the eastern side. We might have to insert, some risk of a shower over East Alabama a little later. We've got Alabama playing football in Athens, Georgia Saturday, and there's a little uncertainty there. I think we have to mention at least the chance of showers for that game. But the really big rains and the big problems obviously will be north and east of Alabama and Georgia. Auburn's got a home game. For now, I think we'll leave it dry, but we might have to insert a slight chance of a shower. And the high Saturday, we'd be only in the upper 60s if this is right, and there will be some clouds around. But as you go west, you'll see more sun for places like Tuscaloosa. And Joaquin, as you can see, is moving north, and this is Sunday. And for us, we have a strong northerly flow there. The day would be nice and cool with low 70s. Evidence of some moisture just north of here. But again, we're leaving Sunday dry. And the GFS, and this is just one operational run, pushes this thing into the coast. There's a closer look. This thing is on the border of Virginia and North Carolina. Needless to say, if that happens, it's very problematic for places like Richmond, Norfolk, Virginia, Washington, D.C., Baltimore, with a lot of wind and rain. But again, we stress that this is just an operational run, and the European is just out to sea with this. So we're not saying that's going to happen. That's a model output that's not forecast. Monday, we're dry, pleasant, highs in the 70s, lows in the 50s. Same thing Tuesday. And a week from today, big troughing in the western states, and we're dry. We'll kind of watch things unfold to the west. This is the end of the forecast, the end of next week, Friday, October 9th. Again, a trough in the southwest United States, evidence of a cold front coming through with a chance of showers. Keep in mind, October is typically our driest month of the year. And again, numbers, highs mostly in the 70s and lows mostly in the 50s. Those numbers look pretty good. Going to feel good. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video today. We'll have notes in the blog. Next video here by 4 o'clock this afternoon. If you can't catch us this evening on the live stream of the television side, ABC 3340 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and God bless.